At long last, Christmas 2012 unboxing video has been finally up. But this time around though, we're going to be doing something completely different with this video because I managed to able to decide to do the redubbed version of this particular video. Now obviously because we didn't do this back in the day, because we did manage to record this on a different camera by the forms of the Sony Handycam Video 8, but don't be questioning by the forms of how the fact that there might be some copyright claims by Sony itself, but other than that though, we're able to actually be very cautious with that being said and done. And plus, I really do apologize by the forms of the bad quality of the actual screen itself because, well, you probably can tell by the fact because of, this is back in 2012. So that being said, let's get started with the forms of the Christmas 2012 unboxing video special, but in the redubbed version, so enjoy. Hey, what is up ladies and gentlemen, I am Piglet here once again from the likes of the Maxi Toys videos, and happy Christmas everybody, in this case to be more specifically, Christmas 2012 unboxing videos. So, this is actually the second time we are doing a Christmas special with us, and I have no idea why I've got Manaphy, Celebi, and all the other gang managed to get onto the background. And also originally that white teddy was supposed to be involved with this video, but unfortunately he's gone pretty ill. But before we start this off, in our own time we actually did manage to recently play through ourselves New Super Mario Bros. 2 here, and as you can see we've actually got ourselves 1 million coins reward in the title screen. So it took me about 2 months to do this, so either way though, that's as far as I can usually just say about this here. So even then though, that after all that, a lot of hard work, it's alright for the actual reward. I mean, nothing too outstanding or anything, but hey, at least as far as alteration between the title screens, you name it. Right, so onto the actual gifts themselves with the forms of the Christmas 2012 items that we've got. So we've naturally we got ourselves 10 items, which is almost like exactly 11 to be exact from last year in 2011. But apart from that though, we still got games, and in addition to those games, we got ourselves DVDs here and there as well. So, well, what we'll do, let's get into the actual list. So, yeah, of course we're going to be getting things started by the forms of, let's grab that game. So we're going to be starting with the 3DS, and that's the forms of the Lego Pirates of the Caribbean for the 3DS. I've no idea why I've got this, most likely because of how the fact that I've looked up on Commander My 456 playthrough of the game, and might actually give that a try to see how that turns out. But I've heard that the console version is a more superior one than the forms of how it does it in the forms of the handheld and handheld installment. I know for the fact that they did manage to go up the 3DS version, and I'm pursuing the Vita version as well, although I may be wrong. But either way though, let's just unwrap this. There we go, I think that's pretty much it for that. So let's open this up, and we've actually claimed ourselves the Disney Movie Rewards code from there, in addition with the instruction manual and stuff like that, which can't really tell you for this point and onwards. And here's the actual, if I can turn that over, and here's the game card itself. So I might be very curious to try that out, but even then though, I'm not exactly a huge Lego fanatic, but I digress. Speaking of Lego, here's Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes, and just like any forms of how it does it in pretty much in every Lego games I've owned, and this time around I've got this on the 3DS handheld just to give this a try. And originally I was gonna get the Lex Luthor bundle Lego with it, but turns out it was sold out. So either way though, that doesn't really matter to me too much because I'm not exactly collective when it comes to Lego items and stuff. So yeah, here's the manual here, which is kind of short, but if we look at the back of the actual manual, we got ourselves these merchandise with all the other Lego items. So yeah, that's as far as I can tell. And in addition with those kinds of stuff, here's the game card, features Batman and Superman, because you know, DC superheroes comes into play. So yeah, that's that. And finally, of the 3DS lineup, and that's the forms of Paper Mario Sticker Star. I'm really looking forward to this game actually, because it's been about 5 years since, Super Paper Mario for the Nintendo Wii. You know, kind of like how it did in the, in Mario Party series, like the forms of waiting for 5 years for, you know, Mario Party 9 ever since in 2007 in the likes of Mario Party 8 and Mario Party DS. So, first worth mentioning, so let's open this up. Club Nintendo is still a thing in 2012 and onwards, but hey. And is the actual guide of the actual tutorial controls and stuff, and the game card itself. So, yeah, I'm actually going to be playing this game first because obviously I'm really looking forward to that. And anyway, now onto the forms of the Nintendo Wii, including the new system actually, the Wii U. But let's start with the Wii first. Epic Mickey 2, the power of 2, and the reason why I've got this, specifically on the Wii version, is because I've heard the Wii version is definitely more superior to the forms of how it does it in the forms of Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation Vita, including the Wii U as well. So, naturally speaking, I decided to able to go for the Wii version, just because, you know, it's exactly the same gameplay as of how it does it on the first Epic Mickey game, although except the fact that you now actually have a co-op aspect of it, with the forms of not only take control of Mickey, but also Oswald as well. So, that's worth mentioning. So let's open this up, and we got ourselves the instruction manual for the game, and it's in black and white, which is kind of a shame, but either way though, I've heard from the first game, they did include the color manual, which I think is a little bit more odd, considering. And here's the actual disc itself, which it feels a bit similar to what I've noticed from the first Epic Mickey game, even though I haven't really got that game yet, other than the fact that we'll definitely have to sort that out as soon as we can. So yeah, that's Epic Mickey 2, the power of 2. Gosh, that was a mouthful anyway. And yeah, let's just place those items here just in case for display in the end. So the next game we have is the only Wii U game we've got for this year's Christmas, and that's the forms of New Super Mario Bros. U. As to be expected, that we've actually got every single New Super Mario Bros. Games these days, like New Super Mario Bros. On the DS, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and then recently New Super Mario Bros. 2. So actually, between New Super Mario Bros. 2 and New Super Mario Bros. U, did manage to came out on the exact same year, but in a different month, because New Super Mario Bros. 2 came out during the summer, and then this game came out almost nearly the end of the year, and I believe this game is also a launch title for the Wii U itself, even though we haven't got the Wii U yet, but we'll do that as soon as I can. But anyways, we got ourselves this really cool blue case, so that's what it does nowadays. So let's open this open, and Club Nintendo is still a thing for this point here. And we got ourselves a rectangular shape, just like how most Wii games did manage to got this, like Poké Park 2 as far as I've heard, and Mario Party 9 especially. And if we look on this little lever right here, and if we unfold it up, not only does it contain controls of the game, but also it features the whole entire world map of the forms of how this game offers, which is pretty cool. But of course it contains spoilers for those who haven't tried that out, but either way. Not much to say around here, and this is actually the first time we're going to be seeing the Wii U game disc to see how it looks like compared to the Wii disc. And as far as I've noticed is that the Wii U logo is on the top portion of the disc itself. In addition with that, I've noticed that the disc itself is actually quite almost like a rubber, almost, which I found is kind of a little bit of an odd material right there, but hey, it takes a while to get used to though, but hey. Alright, so that's it for the Wii/Wii U stuff. And now we're moving on to the Xbox 360 stuff, and we've only got 3 of them this time. So first off we have is Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed Limited Edition, because they say limited edition is because it actually going to be contains DLC content such as Metal Sonic and Outrun Bay Track. Sorry for a little bit of a tangent right there, but anyways, I also really like the fact that it gets like a red metallical effect on here on the top. So yeah, let's open this up. And of course, as usual, we got a manual right here. And underneath that, we got ourselves a voucher for a downloadable content. So, but again, I mentioned this before, it's Metal Sonic and Outright Bay Track. Well, it informs of the PlayStation 3 version and the Vita version. And I'm assuming, I don't know what to think about right about now. There's a disc for the game. And of course I will be getting the Wii U version along with the Wii U system, so I just want to point things out right away. So anyways, next game we have is, of course, LEGO Batman the video game. As you saw me opening up LEGO Batman 2 DC Superheroes for the 3DS, but now I've got the first game in the series of the LEGO Batman games, but on the Xbox 360 console treatment. So But as you can see right there on the forms of the actual cover of that, it says the Xbox 360 Classics. So could this be more likely potential to be one of the good selling games as far as I'm aware? But again, I really rushed out at one form or another. But anyways, let's open this up. Of course, we got ourselves the instruction booklet right here, and of course, the disc itself featured Batman and Robin himself. So yeah, that's Lego Batman. And now we move on to the third and final game of the Xbox 360, and that's the forms of Lego Indiana Jones, The Original Adventures. And as you can see, I've got the Platinum Hits version, means it's the American version, but don't worry, it's region free, so, you know, kinda like how it did the new forms of the PlayStation 3, and possibly PlayStation 2. I haven't really tested it out on my own time, but either way though, it's nice to have the American game with us, so alongside with the forms of the Dragon Ball Origins, which I found that game to be kind of mediocre to me though, because I found the controls to be clunky. But at least I can't wait to play this, so... And as you expected, manual and all the other jazz. And in addition to that, there's the disc itself, with the rated E10 for ages 10 and up. You know, the Americans rating logo. And also, the case itself is really grey, compared to the forms of normal green in most 360 games, which is pretty bizarre. Now onto the forms of the bonus honorable mentions is DVDs themselves. So first of all, we have is Ice Age 4, Continental Drift, and as far as I've heard from the reviews of the actual film itself, it is pretty awful, as far as I can say, by the forms of Rotten Tomatoes and stuff like that for the actual website. But the only reason this is the forms of the complete Ice Age film collection. So here's some of these random Ice Age merchandise, so I'm not gonna show briefly for that because I don't think I can able to go in out in places, so there's not much to say for this. And there's the disc which features, you know, that squirrel character. I know it's been a long time since I actually watched Ice Age, but I digress. And finally, we have is the Penguins of Madagascar TV series Operation Atlantica. So, because the reason why I've got this is because for number one, Christmassy themed, and second of all, I really enjoyed the show for almost like, well, since this show actually came out in 2009, so it's been about 3 years actually since when the show is still running. And yeah, can't wait to able to watch these episodes on this particular DVD. There's nothing around here besides the disc, but other than that though, that's all I can really think about. So, and I think that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. That's every single items here. Okay, quick error right there, because I need to lift that thing up, so there you go folks, that's all 10 of those items we've got for this year's Christmas, even though it wasn't nearly as high as last year's 2011 counterparts, but it's pretty average at best. So this is me, Piglet, from the likes of the Maxi Toys, and until then, Happy New Year for 2013, and we'll see you guys for the next set of videos in 2013, so hope you guys do enjoy it, and I'll see you in the new year, so see you then.